Good evening. Good evening. My name is Kwabena. Good evening. Welcome. Uh, Usually I get um, young men, young women who sometimes ask me, how do I start my business? How do I start my business? I don't have any technical skill. I don't have any. I don't have any money. I don't have any training. I don't have any network. I don't have any skill anywhere. How do I start my business? I think that you don't have to think far. You don't have to worry so much. Most of these businessmen that you see around, a lot of them, a lot of them started by selling something, by learning how to sell something. And so, what is it that you can sell? What is it that you can sell? A business is selling a product or a service. Okay, most businesses are selling product or service. They're selling them directly to the customer, or they're selling them to institutions, or things like that. But it's a product or service that any business is doing. So at your level, what is it that you think you can sell? Because if you can sell something, you start to get revenue. You will start to understand how things are done. Okay, so is it that you can go and sell water? Is it ice water that you can sell, or you can sell telephones, mobile phones, or you can sell shirts? What is it that you can go and buy on wholesale and retail? What is it? Sometimes you don't even need a shop. Sometimes you just need it in your bag. And the people who have been able to sell something to get revenue, the understanding of business is way ahead of the people who have just read about it or have certificate in it. Because the knowledge comes, the skill comes in the doing. And so you don't have to create, if you know how to create a product, you can create a product. If you know how to, if you know how to innovate on another way that something is done and have people to pay for you, you can do that. But there are a lot of products in town that you can start as much as 100 cedis worth. Some people will just start with selling toffees, and by the time you see it, because what is important is the process that you go through in trying to develop the entrepreneurship skill, the business skill that you will need in the future. So there is nothing that works more better than learning how to build business by learning how to sell something. A lot of our people in our country usually learn how to start a business by going for a contract from government institutions and things like that. I think that's a very strange and difficult position to start a business, because there is a lot of money, there are a lot of expenditures involved in that, and I don't think you need that. That's why a lot of people don't develop the character that building a business needs, because they start on a wrong note. And once you're starting a business and go through some of these things where you have to spend a lot of money before you even get revenue, you start to become corrupt right from the beginning. So get a product that you can sell, something that you can go to town and buy. Is it bags? Is it books? Is it anything small that you can buy, put something on it, sell it to another person, start to increase the sales and develop that thinking. And the moment you start to develop and build a network, the next time you know, you have built a whole infrastructure, sales infrastructure, that you can even look at going into producing those things yourself. But it starts, I think, with selling. And selling is the way you get revenue for your business. And the moment you start to get revenue, people start to pay you for the idea that you had, the product that you went to bring. There is some kind of joy that comes to you, and that gives you that pushes you to go to learn all the other things. So business, it's not just about the selling, but it's a good component for you to just come up with an idea, because every idea that you have, any product that you have, must be sold. So there is no better skill to learn as a business person than learning how to sell your idea, learning how to sell the product that you have. And that's the best way to start to learn to building a business. And then from there you can start to think of the infrastructure and how business is tested, how business model is tested and is developed, and things like that. So thank you for watching. So learn to sell a product. And if you're a student, if you're a young person somewhere, even if you're a pensioner and you want to start a business, it's not so much how much capital that you have to invest, it's so much how much little that you can use to get revenue. That for me is the best way to start. because you're starting, there are a lot of other things that you need to develop. So you don't want to get so much big money and you don't have the required skill to handle that kind of money. You can lose and be in big trouble that way. But if you start small and you start to get the wisdom and the skill and the expertise, you'll be fine. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you.